MMA Inside the Cage, brought to you by Advanced Sports Labs. Expedite your blood work today at advancedsportslabs.com.
Welcome to MMA Inside the Cage, bringing the world of mixed martial arts straight to you. I'm your host, Cyrus Fees. Next to me, he's back, fresh from Las Vegas, Sin City, Mr. Casey Oxenheimer.
Man, Las Vegas was a great time, of course, highlighted by Fight Summit, the Ultimate Fighter finale, and of course my guy Tyler Minton making a great showing there at the Ultimate Fighter tryouts, man. It was awesome. You know, the thing that really stands out the most?
What's that?
It was the night you almost leveled out the Voodoo Lounge.
Cyrus Fees, Casey Oxenheimer on the road is never a good combination. You never know what's going to happen. Very volatile. This week, we got the band back together here in the studio, and we have a great show. Next round, Casey has an exclusive interview with the man who gave him his black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the great Helio Soneca. And later on, we're going to cover some new innovations in the MMA industry, as well as a hellish main event of the week. Now, let's start off the show with some big news stories for this month. Now, Miguel Angel Torres, former WEC champion and underground legend Casey, was let go for posting a controversial tweet. Now, the exact post reads, and I'll read this one: if a rape van was called a surprise van, more people wouldn't mind going for rides in them. Everyone likes surprises. Now, this was actually from the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Just kind of an interesting comment there. He was just making reference. He gets let go. Now, the controversy comes in because Dana fired Torres but kept Rashad Evans on after he made lewd comments involving the Penn State scandal. And you can see that whole quote right here on the screen, what he was talking about there in regards to Phil Davis. So Torres goes, Rashad stays, maybe the bigger star stays. What's the deal with that?
I think what you're saying is that UFC prefers African Americans over Latin Americans.
Absolutely not, Casey. What do you really think's behind all this stuff?
Man, I think that, you know, Miguel Torres, you know, that comment was just an offhand remark, you know, something that he was tweeting, you know, and but this is the thing, man. The UFC is producing a product. You know, these guys know it when they sign these contracts, you know, that they're under scrutiny. They're going to be watched. And that is the case here. You know, Twitter is a very phenomenal product, man.
Sure.
You know, it can get you recognized, but it can also drop your career directly off the edge of a cliff, and that's what happened with Miguel Torres.
Well, personally, I don't like the double standard, considering just this year we've seen stuff from Forrest Griffin. He, of course, said rape is the new missionary. Not a very good comment. He's still there. Joe Rogan called a reporter a word I'm not going to say. And then Rampage Jackson basically motorboated a reporter right there on the camera. So you see all this stuff, and Miguel Torres is the one that had to go. Interesting stuff, and Dana's backing it all up. Now, next up, Greg Jackson, following John Jones' big victory over Lyoto Machida, told Jones to go check on Machida, go check on him, and go get yourself some fans.
Right.
It was kind of an offhand remark, wasn't meant to go over the cameras, to go over the microphones, but it did. And Jackson, of course, just winning Coach of the Year, one of the most highly regarded coaches out there. Interesting comments from him.
Man, it's no secret that John Jones is nobody's sweetheart right now.
Yeah.
You know, but Greg Jackson, he's a phenomenal coach, just like you said, man. He's a phenomenal guy.
Yeah.
And I think he's just, you know, putting everything in order, trying to push John Jones to that level. You know, John Jones is still a young guy.
Yeah.
And, you know, with youth comes ego. And I think that, you know, Greg Jackson is kind of just, you know, reminding him whenever, you know, you have a big victory, you're going to go crazy. He's just reminding him, hey, get over there and do what you have to do. Make sure the fans love you, you know, for what you are. And that's a phenomenal athlete and a great champion.
Okay. And finally, Dana White says that Strikeforce fighters will stay in Strikeforce. Do you buy that one, Casey?
I don't know, man. You got Dan Henderson, you got Alistair Overeem, Nick Diaz. All these guys have made that jump over to the UFC. Who knows, man? But you know what I'd like to see is perhaps a rebranding maybe of the Strikeforce product. You know, almost like a AAA baseball league. UFC presents Strikeforce. You know, that way you have those minor leagues. You know, these guys are very hungry. The Strikeforce fights are very exciting because those guys are ready to make that jump up to the UFC. If you know that you can make that jump to the UFC, you know, I think these guys are going to fight a lot harder. Even in Japan, you know, there's talk about the revitalization of Pride, and that could be another push right there. You know, maybe you know, a couple of new brands for the UFC.
That could be interesting. Now, coming up after the break, we get a very candid interview with a man that has trained some of the biggest names in MMA, Helio Soneca. But now it's time for your MMA Inside the Cage Punch of the Week.
Ready? Referee is Larry Landless. The bell and round one scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Immediately Figueroa going for the takedown, and Demkowski shucking him off, wanting no part of that inside the leg kick.
Demkowski looks angry.
Well, he wants to avenge that loss. And again, the kick is Figueroa almost tangled up in the ropes momentarily. Oh, and a right hand
As a professional fighter, there's a lot of things that I need to be concerned about. I need to be concerned about my opponent. I need to worry about my fans. I don't want to have to be concerned about my blood work. That's why I go to Advanced Sports Labs and I get my blood work done in an affordable manner. They get it done fast. They send it to the commission, they send it to the promoter, and they send it to me, so I have peace of mind knowing that everything's done properly.
As a promoter, they've taken away the headache of trying to get the blood work and get the results to the state. They have streamlined the process, and they do it at a great affordable rate for the fighter and for the promotion.
Expedite your blood work today at AdvancedSportsLabs.com.
Are you ready, America? Then let's get it on with Fight Now TV. Your front row seat, 7 days a week to experience all the hard-hitting action, news, and entertainment from around the fight world. From world-class boxing events. Here we go, the main event! To mixed martial arts showdowns and other combat sports matchups. Here we go! Fight Now TV delivers the hits and more. Fight Now TV also offers unrivaled access to the fighters and insiders who make the fight game happen around the globe. As we go from the training camps to the weigh-ins, press conferences to the matchups, Fight Now TV is there before and after every belt. Fight Now TV also features original series found only on Fight Now. There you have it.
Stop on by.
It's time, fight fans. Your channel has arrived. All the fights, all the names, all the action. Call your television provider and tell them you want to get it on with Fight Now TV.
MMA Inside the Cage, brought to you by Advanced Sports Labs.
Welcome back to MMA Inside the Cage. Cyrus Fees, Casey Oxendine. Now, Casey, there are some people that don't know about your credentials, and they just think that you're the guy with the beard and the mohawk. Now, you do hold an undefeated 4-0 pro record. You've grappled with some of the biggest names in the MMA game today, and you coach top contenders like Nate Jolly, Tyler Minton, Stoney Hale, Dustin Walden, just to name a few. And you're a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So that's a very high honor as well. Now, not just to toot your horn here, there actually is a whole point to this. Now, you received that belt under Helio Soneca, and he's who's featured in our interview for this week. And talk a little bit about your instructor and some of the accomplishments that he's had.
Man, you know, Helio Soneca is one of the original old school guys from over in Brazil, you know, just like Renzo Gracie and Royler. And in fact, you know, he was one of the peers of Royler and a guy named Joel Hawk. These guys were very famous guys, and they competed at that 119-pound weight division, which is, you know, very small guys. Soneca actually, as a blue belt, purple belt, and brown belt, won the open weight World Championships.
Wow.
So he actually won his weight division, and then he went into the open weight divisions, and he won at 119 pounds, beat everybody, heavyweights and everybody. As a black belt, he actually competed and won a silver, which is still a remarkable feat, you know, to say that, you know, he was the second best grappler, you know, competing that day at 119 pounds. Yeah. So this guy was just incredible. You know, his list of accomplishments, you know, precedes himself. But on top of that, dude, he just has an incredible charisma. He's a great instructor, and you know, anytime that you know you see that he's in town, you know,
a seminar.
Yeah, right, definitely get in and check him out because he's a lot of fun.
Now, he's had a Hall of Fame list of people that he's trained. Who are a couple of those people? Man,
of course, you got Anderson Silva, Vanderlei Silva, you know, all the shootbox guys. But then more recently, you've got guys like Alan Belcher, Stephan Bonner, Miguel Torres, who we talked about a little bit earlier. All those guys he's worked with, and all those guys, you know, sing his praises because he really has a great fundamental set, but he has a very cutting-edge game that translates to MMA very well.
Now, coming up after this interview, we're going to feature our main event of the week, but right now, let's get to it. Casey Oxendine getting into the head of Helio Soneca.
All right, Casey Oxendine with MMA Inside the Cage, right here with Helio Moreira, but otherwise known as the Great Soneca. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you guys?
Oh, excellent, man. You know, I've been with you for so many years now, and, you know, you are truly one of the wizards of this sport, and, you know, a lot of people don't see that out there. You know, a lot of people, you know, they hear the Eddie Bravos, they hear these names that are out there in the mainstream, but within the industry, everybody knows Soneca because there are a lot of guys that you've brought up over the years. So in the jiu-jitsu, to you, who is going to be one of the most famous guys you ever produced as an instructor?
You know, I have a lot of students. I have an experience. I gave one of my students was Hollis Grace, Jr., Roger Grace, Vanderlei Silva, Anderson Silva, Mauricio Shogun Ruas, Alan Belt, Brent Wiedemann, Case Oxidine. Except Vanderlei Silva show up in my gym before the Pride. His instructor, Rudimar, he told us, Soneca, I want to teach for this guy because this guy gonna be the best fighter in the world. And I looked to myself, I was thinking by myself, oh my gosh, how this guy gonna be the best in the world? And it's not me, really, his coach is the guy, believe he could be the best in the world, and he was the best in the world. Jiu-Jitsu is a game like a soccer, a game like a volleyball, it's strategy. It's not mean you are the best in the world. I saw a lot of guys, like my friend Case Oxidine. I can make him spar with a lot of black belts world champ, and he's gonna make the guy tap. He made me tap already. I was world champ. Why not gonna make you tap?
Okay. Well, before we go, a lot of people don't realize it, but Soneca, you're crazy, and I've seen this firsthand. I've been on the streets of New York City with you. I've seen you walk those streets, and you're outrageous. You got a lot of stories, and because of that, it makes it really enjoyable to take your classes because all that personality pours out onto the mats when you're talking and you're teaching. So what I need from you is one story, the best story that you have up there, old, new, whatever, but I want you to look out to the audience of MMA Inside the Cage and show them vintage Soneca.
Let me see. Oh, guys, I have too many. And I think in the worst history, when I used to be a blue belt, I was already good, like world champion today, was a very good jiu-jitsu fight. And I used to have a girl named Henriqueta in my gym. She was beautiful, gorgeous, hot girl. And I brought my girlfriend to see the class. And I was sparring with this girl, and I was sparring hard, And she made me pass out twice in the same train. And it was so embarrassing. And after this, one day after, my girlfriend broke out with me. I don't know why, And this girl was me. And after this, I never went easy with the girl, I think my crazy history, I passed out twice for a beautiful, gorgeous girl.
Well, that's the story of your life right there. So thank you so much again for your time, Mr. Helio Soneca Moreira. This is Casey Oxendine signing off from MMA Inside the Cage.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
As a professional fighter, there's a lot of things that I need to be concerned about. I need to be concerned about my opponent. I need to worry about my fans. I don't want to have to be concerned about my blood work. That's why I go to Advanced Sports Labs and I get my blood work done in an affordable manner. They get it done fast. They send it to the commission, they send it to the promoter, and they send it to me, so I have peace of mind knowing that everything's done properly.
As a promoter, they've taken away the headache of trying to get the blood work and get the results to the state. They have streamlined the process, and they do it at a great affordable rate for the fighter and for the promotion.
Expedite your blood work today at AdvancedSportsLabs.com.
Are you ready, America? Then let's get it on with Fight Now TV. Your front row seat, 7 days a week to experience all the hard-hitting action, news, and entertainment from around the fight world. From world-class boxing events.
Here we go, the main event.
To mixed martial arts showdowns and other combat sports matchups.
Here we go.
Fight Now TV delivers the hits and more. Fight Now TV also offers unrivaled access to the fighters and insiders who make the fight game happen around the globe. As we go from the training camps to the weigh-ins, press conferences to the matchups, Fight Now TV is there before and after every belt. Fight Now TV also features original series found only on Fight Now.
There you have it.
Stop on by.
It's time, fight fans. Your channel has arrived. All the fights, all the names, all the action. Call your television provider and tell them you want to get it on with Fight Now TV.
MMA Inside the Cage, brought to you by Advanced Sports Labs.
It's time for your third round of MMA Inside the Cage. Cyrus Feast, Casey Oxendine right here with you. Of course, time to impress the judges. Now, while we were out at the Fight Summit, we met some people that are working hard to change or rather improve the sport, and we've singled out a few products and companies that are doing so. Now, first off, How many times have you watched a fight and thought that the judges completely dropped the ball in the decision, Casey?
All the time.
It does happen. Now, one website is putting the responsibility into your hands for all the big fights. It's called iJudgeFights.com. It's a new social network that allows you to judge the fights and then compare your work against the whole world out there. Now, how much does this add to watching a fight?
Well, man, besides being an educational tool for aspiring judges and referees, this also, goes a long way for the fans, to help educate them, to make the whole process of MMA more enjoyable, because they can judge the fights, and then they can go online and they can see how they compare to, Joe Schmo down the road.
Sure. Now, you got to go to www.iJudgeFights.com and go check it out. Go get signed up and have a lot of fun on the next UFC event or Bellator or any of that. Now, the next thing, one thing you commonly see in MMA, Casey, and I know you've dealt with this being a coach and a gym owner, amateur wrestling, boxing, any of this stuff, is the spread of staph, MRSA, ringworm, all these parasites that you get from all the close contacts with other people and the other equipment, whether it be the masks.
Nasty stuff.
One man out of Las Vegas, Joe Unitas, has taken it upon himself to create a towel. You can bring that out right here. He gave us a sample here. It's called Uniskin, and each towel is infused with copper and silver ions, which stops the spread. Now, Casey, like I said, you own a gym. You've seen this stuff happen. How big of an innovation is this?
Oh, man, that stuff is horrible, what you're talking about. MRSA, staph infection. Yeah. This stuff is bad news. Now, just as bad news as that is, you gotta keep your hands off here, because you're the biggest virus going today. Yeah. So you can't get anywhere near this, because this thing kills everything under the sun. And all you gotta do is use it, then rinse it off. You never bleach it, okay?
Never bleach it.
Yeah, and then put it back in your bag, because this thing works forever.
That's pretty cool. Now, they offer shirts, towels, socks. They're even going to have rash guards very soon. You can find their products at www.uniskinbyju.com. Now, finally, the people that brought us out there, our main sponsor, Advanced Sports Labs, they made a big impact at the fight. Somebody had the biggest booth, the most elaborate decorations there. And, of course, Kevin Randleman was there. Yeah. Cyrus Fees, Casey
They were there, and that was excellent as well.
Mad Madison. And I'll tell you what. Advanced Sports Labs, they're doing something different. With their blood work and their MRIs and the nutritional work they do where they test your blood, they've pretty much changed the game, Case.
They have, and they're bringing everything at an affordable rate. That's what's big, A lot of fighters out there, they're not millionaires. They're working men and men and women. And, it's really important to be able to get the blood work, get it fast. That's the thing, too, is that Raj was telling me, he's got guys that'll call him up at midnight, 1, 2 in the morning. He's always there to answer, And that's really big, especially coming from a promoter, because sometimes, you have things at the last minute change, and you got to have that blood work, quickly.
Yeah.
Raj is right there to do it, and that's what makes Advanced Sports Lab a cut above the rest.
Now, we had a chance to meet up with Raj, Michelle, Chuck, Jonathan, the whole crew. That was just some of the people that work for this company. Go check them out right now. Get signed up for the blood work. It's advancedsportslabs.com. They'll totally take care of you. Now, the time for talk is over, Casey, and like my catchphrase says, it's time to shut up and throw down for our main event of the week. Let's take a look at that right now.
Good pronunciation. Excellent pronunciation. And Chidi is an athletic, super athletic individual. He has everything. He's long. Tran is a good fighter, a very exciting fighter. But Chidi is the one, he has long arms, long legs. And I can't believe he could make 170.
He is gigantic.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's a big guy. A lot of power. I see him training in the gym over at One Kick Gym a lot, working with One Kick Nick as well as Master Luke Chang.
Very familiar style.
Yes.
Oh.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about, a long arm.
He didn't call that a knockdown.
Wow.
What? Really?
How can you not call that a knockdown? He got hit.
It was a left hand, and he dove for the mat.
Wow.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Every time he steps in, that round kick goes right to his body.
Notice that Chidi's changing between southpaw and orthodox.
Yes, very confusing.
And successfully.
And when you're 6, what is he, 6'3", 6'4"?
6'9" might as well be in this fight.
I think he may be 6'3", right at 6'3", I think.
Oh, that hurts.
And just to put it in perspective, Czech Congo was 6'4".
Yes, and there you go. He's out of range for anything. So Ken Tran is gonna have to figure out how he's gonna get around that long reach and go in.
Good timing on those front kicks. Sock him in the face. That's good. That's showmanship. The crowd loves and hates that.
But when, you know, at the end of the day, though, when you get frustrated, you can't do anything. You can't get in the way you want to. You do stuff to try to mess with the head of your opponent.
He's rallying. He just told the crowd, hey, they're still there. I'm good to go.
As I said earlier, Ken is definitely a showman.
And the respect. And this is what I love about this sport. You know, Chidi walked over. Hey, bro, I'm sorry. Let's get going.
Let's have a man hug and get this thing on.
And both fighters hugged, unlike a boxing match I saw.
Oh. He's peeling off that kind of, it's like a retreat kick.
Oh.
Just leaning back, letting the lead leg come up.
Yeah, that was a good kick there.
Oh.
You know what? If he had thrown that back kick, he would have caught him. You really would have.
Nice.
So far, oh, nice elbow. That was a perfectly timed elbow to the noggin. I'm going to say Chidi's landing percentage is somewhere around 90%.
Chidi needs to throw that kick right when he's about to, before he ducks. He might want to throw a hook first and then throw that kick. Hey. Wow.
And obviously he's landing with enough power to send Ken packing.
I'll tell you, if he throws a hook, that's going to keep his body up, and he can land that kick, that crocodile kick. Hey, there it is. His hand was up, the kick hit him in the ribs, and it's good night, Irene. And he won't get up from that one. It's so long. You have to figure out how you're going to get in there. Look at this replay. And this is full kick to the ribs. It's a wrap. Wow.
Top of the shin.
Unbelievable.
The worst and best.
Luckily, he went down from that kick because Chidi was on the nose.
Advanced Sports Lab is always a great experience. You go in, you get your blood drawn, they take care of all the paperwork for you, they send your results to the commission and to the promoter, so I can just focus on being a professional fighter and getting on the fight.
Advanced Sports Labs. Expedite your blood work today at advancedsportslabs.com.
Are you ready, America? Then let's get it on with Fight Now TV. Your front row seat, 7 days a week to experience all the hard-hitting action, news, and entertainment from around the fight world. From world-class boxing events.
Here we go, the main event.
To mixed martial arts showdowns and other combat sports matchups.
Here we go.
Fight Now TV delivers the hits and more. Fight Now TV also offers unrivaled access to the fighters and insiders who make the fight game happen around the globe. As we go from the training camps to the weigh-ins, press conferences to the matchups, Fight Now TV is there before and after every belt. Fight Now TV also features original series found only on Fight Now.
There you have it.
Stop on by.
It's time, fight fans. Your channel has arrived. All the fights, all the names, all the action. Call your television provider and tell them you want to get it on with Fight Now TV.
MMA Inside the Cage, brought to you by Advanced Sports Labs.
Well, it's time to shut this episode down. We can't do that without your curtain call, Casey. Take it away, buddy.
Well, Cyrus, you know, one of the greatest things about having my own TV show is that I get the opportunity to talk about some of the most memorable experiences with some of the greatest people that I have met in this sport. And of course, last Saturday was one of those times. My instructor, Elio Seneca Moreira, awarded two of my longtime training partners and two of my closest friends, James Lennox and Eric Jordan, with their BJJ black belts. And for those of you that don't know, this is a very tiresome process that can be upwards of 10 to 15 years. And these guys have worked so hard. And I just want to say to two of my closest friends, congratulations, you've earned it, and welcome to the team.
There we go. Now catch all of our episodes on demand through our YouTube page. Find us, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and email us at MMAinsideTheCage@gmail.com. I'm Cyrus Fees.
I'm Casey Oxendine.
And we'll see you next week inside the cage.